Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is time for weekly favorites or Friday favorites. And I'm going to kick it off with a product that I need to put on so that my look is semi-complete. It's the Marc New Ball Game earring set. And this is a set of 3 pairs of earrings, which really you could get 6 pairs of earrings out of it if you want to. It's 3 pairs of earrings. There's a little, sorry, I'm really shaky. I'm like hungry, so really shaky. See? It's little sort of like diamond looking studs at the top and these kind of little edgy pyramid-y sort of I don't know, meat tenderizer type looking silver studs, and then this leaf, gold leaf sort of print here at the bottom. But what's interesting about these earrings is the backs. Again, from top to bottom, you see these sort of acorn, pine cone looking sort of round studs, then glittery, sparkly, not glittery, sparkly rhinestone sort of studs, and then, you know, really large pearl studs. So those are the backs of these earrings in the same order. The pearls are the backs of the leaves, and the acorn, pine cone looking ones are the backs of the just little studs. So these, you know, the ball shows kind of behind the ear. They actually don't show that well behind my ears because I have my grandpa's earlobes, which are very sort of kind of, you know, round this way. So they don't show as well behind mine as they would for some people, but you can see that they're there. So I think I'm gonna wear, I think I'm gonna wear the smallest ones, which means you're not gonna be able to probably see it very well on camera, but no, actually I changed my mind. My zipper is silver, so I'm gonna go with these. I call them meat tenderizers. What do they look like? They kind of look like a weapon. And I'm just gonna put them, my ears are pierced twice, but I'm just gonna wear these in my front hole. And you see the little, the post goes in that little hole right there. So, which is a little bit easier said than done. There it is. Okay, so see, you can see the little, the sparkle kind of behind my ear. But the good thing about this is that you can easily turn these around and put the stud in from the back and wear the sparkly side on the front if you want to. So really, these are like 6 pairs of earrings in one if you wear them backwards. So let me put this one in, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. So just really cute and kind of edgy look. You know, you can kind of see the backs showing behind. Just kind of a neat, different look. So I've had a lot of fun with these. So that's a favorite. Then the next thing I think I will show you, which is not really a favorite, is the Rimmel Lash Accelerator Endless Mascara. I have it in extreme black. It says with Grow Lash Complex. Lashes look up to 126% longer in 30 days. There's an asterisk there. I don't know what the asterisk is for. Oh. In testing involving 24 women who experienced visible lash enhancement over time, lashes appeared 90% longer on average after 30 days. So you have to wear it for 30 days straight. And they only tested it on 24 women, which, if you did any research in college, you know that 24 is not a very high. Does not make the results nearly as reliable if you used, you know, 24,000, right? Okay, but anyway, it's supposed to be clump-free, which I do find it actually has, it doesn't clump together, but you do get little glops that kind of stick to each lash, which I find to be more annoying than when your lashes start to clump together, because when they clump together you can brush it out. But those little tiny dots of mascara that kind of get stuck to individual lashes are really hard to get off once they're, you know, just hard to get off. So on the back it says, length that defies limits. Instantly lashes look up to 99% longer. Limitless length formula with Grow Lash Complex of Procapil, Procapil, I don't know. Keratin and antioxidants conditions lashes day after day. After 30 days, lashes look up to 126% longer. That's according to the 24 women. It's ophthalmologist and clinically tested. It has a lash catching brush for perfect separation, no clumps, and it's suitable for contact lens wearers and sensitive eyes. Okay, so I don't know. I haven't worn this enough to say that it's gonna like help your lashes to grow or to not fall out as easily or anything like that. You know, I can't really speak to it causing your lashes to be longer over time, but I can speak to the fact that it doesn't really lengthen your lashes or make your lashes look any longer instantly, in my opinion. I've used a lot of lengthening mascaras over the years, and this is not one of those. Okay. It's got, this is what it looks like, and it has one of those, you know, sort of plasticky wands, and these wands work really well for somebody with very, very, very short lashes. Really short lashes that really are right up next to, you know, the lid, because the bristles are so short. The reason why this is good is because the bristles are so short that somebody with those types of really short lashes can get right to the lid to get those teeny tiny lashes, to get mascara on them in the first place. Okay? For somebody who has lashes that are long, and my lashes aren't like, you know, extremely, exceptionally long, but they are longer than average. So for somebody like me who already has lashes, this doesn't do anything. It barely even puts, you know, very much product on them, and it certainly doesn't extend them any longer than what they are naturally. I actually find that this type of wand and this type of mascara makes them look shorter than they normally look. I don't know why, but it does. And so, you know, I prefer a different type of brush to begin with, because those bristle brushes really just get into long, nice long lashes and drag them out and separate them and accentuate. It puts product on every little bit of the lash, where this doesn't. This puts some product on the lash and then it runs out of product because there's just no place to hold, you know, enough product. So it just doesn't do much for length. I mean, you can see my lashes, but you guys have seen my lashes a million times before, and you know that they have the ability to look quite, you know, quite long. And this just doesn't do anything. I think for somebody, like I said, who has really, really, really short lashes, they would like this. They would like the formula. It's kind of a wet formula, so as long as they like a wet formula, and as long as they don't want the spidery look. If you want the spidery look, you're not going to like this because it's not gloppy enough. So, I don't know. This just, you know, nothing really to wow me. I don't know if it does anything to lengthen your lashes, because it's not giving me good enough results up front to make me want to wear it 30 days in a row to even see. I've got plenty of lash accelerators, like growth accelerators and other primers and such, that do that for me already, that this just isn't like, just isn't anything to write home about. Okay. Next thing, a product that I really, really love is by Physicians Formula. It's the Physicians Formula Shimmer Strips all-in-one custom nude palette for face and eyes, and I have it in warm nude. Now, the first thing I want to tell you is that if you already have a shimmer strip by Physicians Formula and you already have it in warm nude, then you already have this product. You just have it. It just looks different. You know, Physicians Formula is really good about reintroducing the same product over and over and over again in different packaging and in different layouts to make people continue to buy it. But they never really have to change the product really at all. So if you have any of the shimmer strips in warm nude, you already have this product, so you don't need to buy it again until you use that one up. But that being said, if you don't have any of the shimmer strips in warm nude, no matter how it looks, and you would like to try a Physicians Formula product, then I highly recommend this one. Okay, so it has the cute little technically, I guess, I don't know if this is technically up and down, right side up. And it has a little bows. What am I trying to say? It has little bows kind of pressed in there. So really cute packaging. This is gorgeous on the skin. You can use, because it has these individual little squares, you know, you could go into each individual square and like do a specific eyeshadow look if you wanted to, or, you know, you can focus more on one side or another. Like you could go a little higher if you just want highlight shades, and you could go just lower if you want to bronze. It does have shimmer and shine. It is kind of a, you know, a dewy, satiny sort of finish. But if your skin is oily or whatever, this is not the same thing as looking like you have a face full of grease. So don't be afraid of this if you know, if your skin tends to be a little bit oily or whatever, you can still do this shimmer all over. And I like to take this with a big fat fluffy powder brush and just kind of get right into it. And I put this all over the face because, especially now during the summertime when you're starting to get some tan, I don't know if my tan is showing up on camera very well or not. It tends not to, but when you're starting to get some tan, that shimmer of your skin is that healthy skin glow. It's the glow that your skin has naturally when you're a young kid. It definitely is how your skin looks when you have, you know, healthy tan, not like turning your skin to leather, went to the tanning bed, lay out for 5 hours every day. I'm talking the color that you get naturally in your everyday life with SPF on, just from like walking in and out of the grocery store or driving to and from somewhere. Okay, I'm not talking about laying out. I'm just talking about normal sun exposure that you're gonna get with your SPF on. Okay, so it's just such a pretty, you know, shine. It just makes your skin look healthier. Hopefully this will show up. So let me just like blend this all over, and we'll see if you can. Do you see the healthy? It's just healthy. It just makes your skin look healthy. So you go from looking old and frumpy and dried out and whatever else to suddenly healthy. Okay? So, I mean, don't be afraid to put this all over the skin. You know, I like to put it on the forehead, and I brush it, you know, here across the cheeks and the nose where I would get, you know, sun exposure. I mean, I just put it everywhere. Just put it all over the place. And then if you want to go in and be real specific, you know, you could go in and get your real specific bronzing colors if you wanted, or you could be real specific with the highlight and just do, you know, your highlight areas if you want to. I actually have this on with my normal highlight that I normally wear, so I have extra shine and glow, and I love it. So this I recommend. This is the packaging that it comes in. Go get it if you don't have it already. If you have another version of it, it's the same thing. So you don't have to buy it twice. Okay, next up, a product that I've been playing with, the Revlon Colorburst Lacquer Balm. My voice is getting froggy, I don't know why. And I have the color Tease, which is number 130. I've just been playing around with this one. This is kind of an orange color, and it's really pretty. I like it. If you don't like orange, you're not going to like it because it is orange, but you know, again, nobody says you have to wear it straight up like this. You can get some really pretty combinations by putting something over the top of it. So even though you think, oh, I can't pull off orange, well, if you're the kind of person who wears lip gloss layered over everything, then it's going to change the color some anyway, so chances are you're going to like it. So just try it. Don't be afraid of orange. But if you're not afraid of orange, then, you know, you're going to like this one. It's got some, you know, nice healthy shine to it. It's opaque, but it's not like choke out your face obnoxious opaque where it looks like you have just put a thick layer of clay or paste, you know, on your lips. Just a really pretty color, and I am glad I pulled it back out. It does have a minty smell, so if you have an aversion to minty smells, you might not like it. But there's that. Okay, nail polish. You know, on Instagram I've been letting you guys kind of vote and choose what I do with my nails. And so I let you choose between these two colors, but you actually voted for both of them. So I wore both of them. And the first one is the Avon Speed Dry Plus 30 Nail Enamel in ASAP Pink. Looks like this. I believe this was a color that was for breast cancer. I could be wrong about that, but I feel like this was one of the breast cancer pinks that they did for like a limited edition period of time, but I don't remember for sure. Anyway, really pretty kind of pastel pink, sort of like a nice double bubble bubblegum pink sort of color. And then along with it, I pulled out a Zoya. This is one of the Pixie Dust polishes, and it is in the shade Tomoko, 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 no, there's other ways you could pronounce it, but I think that's probably closest to right. This is very similar to the Avon Brushed Metals polishes, kind of, you know, it's got that similar sort of finish, and it applies almost as opaquely as those. You get really good, you know, this is not one of those where you just barely get a few pieces of glitter. This really coats your nails in this kind of glittery color, and so you could wear this by itself. It's not something that really only looks good over another polish. So, really like that. I'm so shaky, you guys. It's ridiculous. Okay, and then for perfumes. The first thing I pulled out is a discontinued product, but if you have it, go get it. This is an Avon Eau de Parfum, and it's You by Ungaro. And Ungaro, if you're not familiar, is a very high-priced, fancy-dancy, high-end fashion designer. And this is what the bottle looks like. This is let's see. Yeah, this is described as effortlessly chic, intriguingly sensual, with fresh blossoming florals surrounded by sensual blonde woods. And this smells like, it's a sweet floral. It's kind of like a, not as sweet and fruity and candy-like as Sweet Pea, but sweet sort of like a hibiscus or a, what else? Violet's borderline floral. Not as intense as gardenia, but sweet along the lines of gardenia, with just the hint of the floral edge to it. So, and you guys know I'm not a fan of floral. This is not too floral for me. So, really liked that one. If you have it, pull it out. Don't forget that you got it. Get some use out of it. And then the last item no, not the last item. I have one more item. The last perfume is Marc Wonderfleur. And this has been on clearance for quite some time, but you can still get them. It is Apple Blossom, Meadow Dew, and Mandarin Flower. It also has some fresh freesia, just picked daisies, and a touch of pillowy musk. Okay, let me start over. Okay, so the top notes for this are Apple Blossom, Meadow Dew, and Mandarin Flower. The middle notes are wild freesia, fresh picked daisies, and purple pansy. And then the base notes are pillowy musk, dandelion feathers. Dandelions have feathers? And forest woods. Okay, so looks like this. Bottle is very similar to like a Prada, you know, has a top kind of similar to the Prada candy, but it's one of the tops that pop off. It doesn't actually spray from this part. And this is another sweet floral. This is more sweet than the You by Ungaro. This is, that one is a little more on just the floral side. This one is sweeter. I think it's the Mandarin sweetens it, although it doesn't smell like an orange, and the Apple Blossom sweetens it, but it doesn't smell apple-y. You know, Apple Blossom is a flower, which doesn't really smell like an apple. And then I think the freesia also pulls it up some and keeps it from smelling super floral. So this one, a little sweeter than the You by Ungaro, and like I said, this one has been on clearance, so if you're interested in it, you can still pick it up. So there's that, and then the last item I'm going to show you is the Covergirl eyeshadow quad. This is number 725, Breathtaking Blues. I think these are called Prism eyeshadows, but I'm not really sure because it's abbreviated PRM. And I don't know what that is supposed to be short for. But this one has like a kind of a creamy eggplant sort of whitish cream color. And then a silvery color, which is gorgeous on the lid. this smoky blue with kind of a deep teal undertone to it, and then a navy blue, which is kind of the matte, supposed to be the matte shade. So let me just swatch these for you. These have a lot of sparkle. There is glitter in them. The creamy color in particular tends to have more glitter fallout. They don't have color fallout, but the glitter does drop. So either protect your face or put your foundation and stuff on last if you're worried about that, because it is sort of the glitter is so finely milled that it's not the type that you really can just brush off with a brush. It really sort of, you know, adheres to the skin. So if it drops underneath, it's pretty much there to stay. You're going to have to use a wipe or something to try to wipe it away. So either do your foundation last and clean up really well if you have any that drops, or you know, put a cover over the bottom, because you're not just going to be able to pick up a brush and brush it away. Really pretty though. I've really enjoyed using these. I will say that they do fade. It's not so much that they fade a little bit, but they do crease some, so they kind of wear away a little bit as the day goes by. So, you know, towards the end of the day, the color is less intense than it was at the start of the day, but it's still very pretty. And they do crease, but it's the kind of creasing that you can just sort of pat over it and, you know, blend it back out. It's not like it's creased and you're doomed and it's totally ruined the look. It's the kind that you can sort of pat back out and you're fine, just keep on rolling. But they do kind of lose a little bit of their intensity as the day goes by. They do kind of wear down just a little bit. It's gorgeous though, and you know, they're not super expensive, so I mean, if you're looking something with good pigment that gives you really good impact, I do have them on right now, then these are for you. And they have a bunch of different quads to choose from. So if, you know, if the silver and the blue and the navy is not your cup of tea, they've got purples and, you know, others to choose from as well. Okay, I think that's it. So if you have any questions about these, as always, then let me know. And I'm going to put everything that I'm wearing down in the information bar below. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and I hope this was helpful. I hope you found some things that you maybe are now interested in purchasing, or maybe you have found some things that you were thinking about purchasing, but now you think, oh, it's not for you, or oh, I already had that and didn't realize, so I don't need to buy two, or oh yeah, I have that and it's stashed all the way in the back of my storage bin and I need to pull it out and get some use out of it. You know, hopefully something like that happened for you. Okay, let me know how you're doing down below. Let me know what your favorites this week have been, or what you've been using a lot of, or if you tried something and you really disliked it, tell us that down in the comments too, because all of that information is helpful and all of our opinions are different, and you know, just like our lashes are different, and some of us are going to love this and some of us are not. So, you know, put your experiences with any of these products down in the comments below, and I will see you guys with my eyeshadowy fingers next time. Bye!